Hey YouTube. I just wanted to make a quick video kind of showing a few of my silver coins, but also wanted to talk a little bit about honesty in the marketplace, and wanted to show a picture of my great-great-grandfather, who is the older man sitting down in the center, and to his right, who was also seated, is my great-grandfather. And my grandmother never met her grandfather, who was the one in the center. But I don't know, just thought it was pretty neat, just looking at it every now and then, thinking from where I come from. But I wanted to talk about the different places that I have bought coins from, and the motivation behind some of the business practices that people and businesses tend to have to make a successful business. A lot of the, I guess, flaws and the different values that are assigned to coins come directly from the different qualities in the manufacturing process. And so depending on how employees handle the coins, and some care, a little more care is given to some coins than others, and then after they're manufactured, if they're decent value, it all depends on how they're handled and or not handled by the end user, and then when they sell them, the method that they sell them by. I bought this 1986 proof American Eagle off of eBay, but it was a coin dealer I bought it from. And it's really the buyer's responsibility, I suppose, to look at the pictures and the details, the summary, the description, depending on, to make the decision on to whether to buy it. But there's only so much you can see from the pictures that are going to be posted. And so when I received this, I inspected it pretty close, and I see that between the sun's rays on the little left bottom corner, there was a little spot, and I don't know where it came from, but there's also a fingerprint on the coin that apparently has etched into the silver finish. It's a beautiful coin, but it has some deep cameo devices, I guess, on there. But the fingerprint, it's less than perfect. There's a little gouge in the upper corner of it too. And when you inspect a coin to sell it, and you're wanting to get the highest value, of course, but if you're wanting to obtain a higher value for a coin that doesn't have the higher value, there's some defects in the coin, then that's a personal issue, and it becomes a personal issue with the person buying it. And are you going to give a good description of what the coin is, even if it might affect the buyer going to another eBay listing to buy a coin, and then price it accordingly? Or are you just going to say, what, it's the buyer's responsibility, I'm going to post the best pictures I can, and whether or not they're able to see the spots or the fingerprints or the gouge, you know, they can always return it if they don't like it, and then I'll sell it to somebody else, you know, and whenever sell it to somebody else, and depending on whether they want to keep it, then, you know, it's up to them whether or not they tell who they sell it to about the defects. I don't know. I sure don't want to sell it to somebody without disclosing absolutely everything that might be wrong with it, because I didn't really appreciate receiving a coin that was sold for a proof coin, but then it's a little less than proof quality. I got this off of eBay listing, but it was a dealer, and there was a spot on the other side of the coin right there. You're not going to be able to see it, but you know, it's kind of a water spot, I think, above the queen's head, and that's the same situation. This lunar coin from the Royal Mint in Britain. This is the first year of the horse lunar coin that they came out with, and I got this off of a good deal. It was about 50% off the regular price, which was still well above the spot price, of course, and it's a pretty coin. But come to find out, the reason why they didn't include that in the description of the ad, but apparently some of these coins have spots on them. And if you mark a coin for 50% off, even though you're given, you know, a good discount, don't you, you know, wouldn't you want to be on the up and up and give the description of why it's at a lower price? Or is it alright just to mark it down and then not give the reason why and just let the buyer decide? I don't know. These proof sets I got from a dealer also, and they're nice. The 1968 proof set has some kind of growth on the penny, and you can barely see, you can't even see it, and on the dime. And I don't think those are even silver. So it all depends on the manufacturing process, and you probably couldn't have seen that at the time. But the dealer that I bought it from, you know, maybe they just have it stacked on a shelf and they don't make any claims. I mean, they were pretty clear in the description that they try not to make any claims about just how pristine they're going to be, because they don't know, you know, how many hands they've gone through, etc., etc. So you kind of think, but you know, I might have, if I'd known, you know, there was some little imperfections, I would have gone on to the next one and bought a proof set that for the same price that didn't have the imperfections. So was it all right for a business person to kind of shut their eyes to the quality of the product that they're trying to sell, just to say that they're not responsible for the imperfections or the lack of imperfections? It's easier just to sell them for a flat rate that way, I suppose. Anyway, it's 1983 proof set. I just thought I'd put that out there. What do y'all think?